everybody, my name's Gale, and
I am Barry?
well, you are today.
Okay.
And we are not completing, but we are continuing our Nuzlocke run in Mount Moon. Glorious, glorious Mount Moon.
I had a brief realization just that this is one of the first times of actually spending money in Pokemon. Like, usually I'll buy like a Master Ball or maybe an Antidote, but I don't buy Master Ball, sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say, who's your black market seller in the Pokemon universe that gets you those sweet Master Balls?
No, but this is the first time I'm expecting to get to the end of the game and not have thousands of Poke currency units left over. I don't know what the currency is. I think it's just the symbol. Anyway, what is the currency in Pokemon World?
Poke Dollars?
Poke Dollars sounds right.
I mean, it's just the Poke Dollar sign. I think it's a Poke. I think a localization in like the anime has made it like Poke Dollar or something like that.
Okay.
I don't remember a specific currency, mostly because Ash doesn't really buy things.
Right.
People give him things.
Protagonists don't need to buy things.
Doesn't
That's
buy
not what
anything.
protagonists do. They only go to the center for a lottery.
Yeah. Though, it's kind of funny. You can see the progressive thought around gambling through Pokemon games, because the first games have like straight up slots and like other gambling mechanics, and then the later you go it becomes more like Voltorb Flip, kind of like, oh, they're mini games. It's not. It's
the
not.
Pokemon gambling games are the reason I will never take Gale to any real casino. Because I have seen her spend hours at various Pokemon casino gambling, pachinko style. Like, each gen she'll spend like a full day at least just in the casino.
But it's for the Pokemon and the moves, mostly the TMs, because usually, like, okay, one part I hate, I mean, it's also great, but I hate about Heart Gold Soul Silver, is that just that Heart Gold Soul Silver, the greatest TMs of, like, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Flamethrower, all those are behind Voltorb Flip, right? Mm-hmm. And, like, not in small amounts either. Giant amounts of money from Voltorb Flip. And you have to be able to get pretty high up in the game, but it's really random. And I like Voltorb Flip because it's kind of a logic puzzle, like a math game.
It's like Minesweeper.
But it's not like Sudoku, where, like, if you really think it through, you can figure it out. There are some times where you can't. You have to make a gamble. And, gambling's fun, but when I want Ice Beam and it's like I'm ready to face like the last gym, I don't want to grind Voltorb Flip for 8 days straight just to get Ice Beam. Luckily in this one I don't think there's anything too important. I mean, we can get a free Pokemon there. I always go off of Game Corner is its own separate area, so if you want to get because it's so much work and it's not necessarily like super free. So even though you get an Eevee from the same city, I always consider the Game Corner to be like, okay, if you want to take the time and the money to get that extra gift Pokemon, you get an extra gift Pokemon. I thought the rule
was like any just extraneous methods of Pokemon obtaining.
Yeah.
Of acquiring Pokemon throughout the game without using a Pokeball.
Yeah, usually that's how I keep it too. I don't necessarily want to limit myself on Pokemon, especially because I suck at Nuzlocke and I know I suck. So I want as many Pokemon as physically possible in my box. And I'll look like I'm doing great. I will have a box full of Pokemon, and then I will start just sequentially murdering them accidentally. Truly accidentally, but they will all start dropping.
I can't wait until we have pets.
Hey, we have one plant, and it's doing great. Granted, it only needs to be watered once every 2 weeks, but it's doing great. It's a good plant.
There's a reason I picked that plant, and that's because it is the most low-effort plant I could find.
It's also weird. It's a Calathea plant. So one of the cool things about it that I didn't know until we had one was its leaves move during the day depending on where the sunlight is. So when we first got it, I was alone at home. I opened the package and I'm like, oh, it's our plant. Because we got it shipped in from somewhere. I don't know.
I think it's like plants.com, to be honest.
Plants.com. We're sponsored today by plants.com. Go get yourself a plant today. No, we are not sponsored by plants.com. Plants.com, hit us up if you want sponsorship.
We found a sponsor?
But yeah, so it was all, the leaves were a bit like flattened together because of shipping, and I was like, okay. And then it flattens out and it looks like a normal plant with all the leaves drooping towards like the ground, and I was like, okay, that's what it looks like. And then get up the next morning and all the leaves are super straight into the sky, facing towards the sun. And I was like, what? This plant was droopy yesterday and now it's full on, like, towards the sky. I don't want to use other words for it because that's poor wording.
Burned a rock.
You burned a rock. I'm facing a Team Rocket grunt. Oh, no, sorry. I want that
I need to stop just mashing A, because I'm wasting all of my ember. But I did hit level 21, that's what I was going for.
I'm going to see if I can get Macbeth evolved off of this Team Rocket grunt. I think it's 16. I think for Pidgeotto. I can't remember what. There is something, like, I feel like it was something officially Pokemon related. I think it was the first movie where a character in the English localization sends out a Pidgeot, but calls it Pidgeotto. And it was like, it's one of those where, like, I probably was English localization because it was like the first movie, and it was not like, oh, this is the biggest thing since sliced bread sort of franchise yet.
Okay. Team Rocket Grunt fight, let's go.
Yep. But, gosh, the first movie had so many great moments.
I've seen that. That's the,
Ash turns into a statue, Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Also, with greatest character in all of Pokemon, Mew. The gosh darn jolliest best Pokemon ever.
I still think it's only like one of the 3 Pokemon movies I've seen. Maybe 4. One of those being Detective Pikachu.
We can fix that.
Well, we watched the other one recently where they were in the town with the windmill.
Oh,
and like,
The Power of Us is the new one.
That's a Rattata that knows Hyper Fang at level 13.
Yeah, I think this is your guy. To be honest. You're confused, so we're gonna send out Mr. Darcy.
Let's do this, and then I think I can beat it. Don't want to.
Haha! Leech the life out of my poison quadruped.
Does 20. So I am just gonna swap you out for someone who can take 2 of those. Yeah, quadruped. 4 legs.
No, I know he's got 4 legs and he's a quadruped. I do know that much. I'm wondering if there's any better way to describe a Nidorino. Because he looks fairly familiar. Like, he looks like a
Poisonous
creature...
quadruped?
He looks like a creature you would know. But there's not a animal that I can think in real life that looks like a Nidorino, like, off the top of my head.
It's like if they took, like, a woodchuck and then gave it the spine, like the spikes instead. Yeah, I'm relying on, like, woodchuck ground chuck knowledge here.
Is that a
almost
source?
Hit one. I was so mad because when we were in the park, and I was with my family.
Oh, okay.
And we were like, I was counting up all like the different wildlife species we saw, and I didn't see any like beavers or woodchucks or ferrets or anything like that, or like martins. And Matt hadn't seen any bears. And then the last days we're leaving, like a woodchuck like jumps in front of the car and had to swerve around it. Like it was fine and everything, but I'm just like, that's not what I meant when I said I want to see like one more thing before I left. I wanted to see it like on the side of the road, not on the road in front of my tire.
Yeah. Oh, woodchuck. Well, they're probably, you know what, that woodchuck was like...
How many insurance claims did a woodchuck cause?
That woodchuck had pulled out like a life insurance policy. He was like, it's time for my children.
I think I'm gonna focus pretty much just on Pidgey and Charmeleon for now.
Good plan, good plan.
Might save Tata and Beetle for later.
Well, we're almost out of Mount Moon. It's just this guy.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing Pokemon Yellow, in which case Jesse, James, and Meowth are at the end of the Mount Moon. It's so good. Pokemon Yellow was my first Pokemon game, and I love it. It's so good because it's just the anime put into the original games. That's all it is. They were like, okay, let's change all the sprites to look like their anime counterparts. Let's add the correct Team Rocket members that should be in every game.
Nope, I'm poisoned, right? No, not okay.
No, you're not. But yeah, Pokemon Yellow. It was so good. And I probably like Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu more than other people.
Why did you disable my Gust?
Because he doesn't want you to gust it, clearly.
Slimy Sakai wasn't even that good.
Is that how you're going to insult Grimer by telling it its slimy Sakai was not good?
I don't know. I don't have any other good references for a giant puddle of goo. I mean, I could say you were like... This is like this is like Flubber's ugly cousin. I don't have a lot to go off with this.
Maybe that's like the best thing about being a Grimer. It's just like, you're naturally kind of a disgusting creature. And I mean that in the best way possible for Grimers. I like Grimers. They're cool.
No predator's gonna attack me if I am literally just poison.
Literally just garbage. No. Poison Sting is an awful move. No point in learning it. At least for me. But yeah, it's like such a good deterrent for predators, a deterrent for humans, which are
a deterrent for just general existence, which is why it's not real, but okay.
Wait till our garbage gains sentience, and then you will see. Alright, Helix or Dome? I will let you choose, and I will choose the other. Note that,
give me a sec.
You need to get Surf in order to get these Pokemon, which is possible earlier than, like, the 7th gym, but isn't realistic. So you're not gonna get this anytime soon.
I will let you go Helix.
Alright, you want me to go Helix? Alright. Then I will take the Helix fossil and you can have the Dome fossil. All praise Helix! That was a great time in history. I feel like there's a lot of great times in history that are just dedicated to Pokemon.
Honestly, I think Twitch is this weird, very insular meme culture. Because a lot of the format of it, you know, just quick references that just go very quickly, don't translate well into other forms. Like, we have a couple of friends that just say Pog. And, like, it doesn't catch on. Like, other friends don't, like, follow along and say Pog, or, like, Pog or anything like that. They just ignore it and let it be. It's just Twitch is one of those weird insular like. I knew everyone knew when Twitch Pokemon was happening, but I don't think anyone I knew who knew about it was actually watching it. I might lose Kowalski.
Oh no!
Because I was distracted by talking to you.
But do you have an antidote?
I do.
Then you're good.
Okay, I thought I was gonna do one last tick.
Yeah. Pokemon, where it's just like, screw you, the battle's over, but we're still gonna poison you.
Pretty much how it works.
That's not how it works at all.
Alright, now let's...
Okay, these guys. A punch, a roaring ferocity. I do like Mega Punch. Yes. Darn. I like it on Mr. Darcy. Ooh, but
I don't think I have anyone who would be good to learn it right now.
Skipper can learn it. It's a pretty good normal move, which is why I'm thinking Romeo would be kind of good for it. But I'm going to check Romeo's stats. Yes. I do know the worth of Mega Punch, sir. You don't need to be insulting about it.
This is a very clear difference between Gale and I. I have not once looked at a Pokemon's stats and knew what I was talking about when I looked at them, or made any type of decision based off of that.
I'm gonna give it to my Magikarp! Actually, that'd be great, because then Magikarp would have a move. See, the problem is you can't really get back to this point unless you go through Mount Moon again, which means you have to get to the past the second gym at least, so that you can go through Diglett Cave. And then you need Cut, so you'll have to have gone through the SSN as well, which is a lot to go through for some stuff. And I forgot to figure out what level I need Mr. Darcy to evolve. I'm gonna check that really quickly. You guys, everybody, just watch Darling's side of the screen while I
I can
look
teach
up.
my fire lizard of Mega Punch. Yes, I am teaching it that. I mean, if I had any fighting type, I'd want to go on that instead. But
No, it's a normal move.
Yeah.
Ignore that. Yeah. It's just my physical Pokedex. Don't worry about it. Or not my physical. Sorry, my digital. That's stupid. Yes, I opened a book and it made that noise.
And Skipper learns to punch.
I learned Horn Attack at 22.
See, I personally learned the Kick Way because I have a
Horn Drill at
Black Belt
53.
in Taekwondo, but that's not important.
Thrash at 22. Mega Horn at 43.
And I learned Roar.
So there's nothing really good that they learn.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd rather just evolve them now. And alright,
Is
we're
this a new
evolving
route?
now. Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay, so let's see.
It's a Rattata! But you already caught it.
Excellent.
Alright. We're gonna evolve Mr. Darcy because there's no point in keeping him, really, as a Nidorino. At least not that I can see. If I'm wrong, the comments can tell me. But too late. We're using it. No use on anybody else.
Another Rattata, okay. Sure this is a new route? I might want to check the map, actually.
You can check. Well, this you can go out, go into Cerulean City and then come back in.
Oh yeah, this is really, I haven't been over here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is Route 4. Where else is Route 4? Is there a map in this one? I don't think there is.
There is.
Okay.
If you talk to Gary's sister.
I did.
So
Which is
it
why it's
should
probably
be
in the
special,
bag.
yeah.
Right.
Mr. Darcy evolved into Needleking.
Ooh, very nice.
I'm going to rely on him for everything. Now can you learn
Yep,
Mega
it was
Punch?
still Route 4 before Mount Moon.
Yeah, but
But there wasn't any
Yeah, there wasn't any Pokemon on Route 4.
Yeah, there wasn't any wild grass. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, done. Who
Yay,
do we get?
Mr. Darcy.
3 Rattatas in a row.
You have unlimited tries.
I know. I'm wondering if this is an only Rattata area. There's no such thing, right?
No, there is no such thing. Focus Energy or Leer? I like Leer. I like Focus Energy.
I already have a Spearow.
You do have a Spearow. were you about to die again? Just like picturing catching another Spearow.
Spearow I don't mind as much. What else is over here?
I don't know. I think I have Sandshrews. So I'm not sure if you have anything over there. I'm determining Leer or Focus Energy. I'm gonna go Focus Energy. Because I like the idea of critting a lot.
Okay.
Seems kind of fun for Mr. Darcy to just...
Yeah, just more vulnerable turns while you wait to get killed, always helpful. Actually, I'm gonna look this up if there's any other Pokemon on Route 4.
And then Mega Kick, okay. I don't know if this is a controversial opinion or not. I prefer Mega Punch to Mega Kick because Mega Punch is more accurate. And that's what I care about. Not power, accuracy. Like Thunderbolt versus Thunder. Thunder has more power, but Thunderbolt's clearly better because it's still powerful but has better accuracy.
Kanto Route 4.
You can check Cerebi. It has a whole, map. Hashtag Cerebi sponsor us. Sponsor us for, all Pokemon content. Cerebi wouldn't sponsor us because Cerebi doesn't... I don't think I don't think they're the kind of, website that would benefit from a sponsorship, right?
Okay, so I'm playing blue, right?
No, you're playing Leaf Green. That's a couple generations ago, man.
No, sorry, I'm looking at red, blue, yellow. Okay, so green? Gen 2?
Leaf Green. Gen 3.
Gen 3. There's a chance I can get a Sandshrew or a Mankey.
Oh, so you have Sandshrew. Cool.
I have Sandshrew,
I have Ekans.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because I like Ekans more. But
you like Ekans more than Sandshrew?
Yeah, I don't like Sandshrew.
Wow.
Sandshrew's cute, but I just feel bad having it in my party.
What kind of statement is that? It's cute, but man, it just makes me feel like a loser when it's in my party.
Okay. There are some cute... It's not that I feel like a loser when it's in my party. I do as well. But it's one of those cute things that just kind of makes me feel like, you're a cute thing I don't want to throw into battle. And the thing with Sandshrew specifically, so I did a huge paper this year on pangolins. Which unfortunately made me do a lot of research on, animal trafficking and stuff. So Sandshrews are kind of cute in that they're still very, very fake, but just close enough looking to those that I get flashbacks to that paper that I had to write. So that's where I'm like, no, I can't do this. I can't put another pangolin's life on the line. It's not worth it. I don't need a ground type that bad.
No, actually, I love the design of Sandshrew and Sandslash, but they are garbage ground types.
Okay, I'm convinced that I missed something, and I don't think there's actually a Mankey or a Sandshrew over here.
Well, we'll see if I get anything. I get a Spearow!
Oh, okay. Sandshrew. Oh.
She came because you called.
Okay.
Look, you could just keep her in the box and just treat her as like a pet.
Oh, and I don't know if I did this. I needed to clarify. Yes, Spiro Agnew was Nixon's vice president. I had to do some research into that, and I can confirm that most of what I said was right. It was a kind of a tax evasion scandal he was caught up in.
Thank you. We really were waiting with bated breath for the continuation of that story.
I have a fierce academic integrity that will not be ignored for the sake of YouTube.
Do not ignore for the sake of YouTube. I caught Spearow. It's okay, you didn't want to use it anyway.
That was my Pokemon for this route.
Yes. There's another route right to the north.
I didn't want to crit.
What's my Spearow name is going to be? Are there... What's an ancient witch name?
An ancient witch? How old?
Like, well, not like the witch is ancient, but like an old... Like, what's a witch that's well known? Like, old literature witch.
I don't know if the witches from Macbeth had names.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know of a specific name.
If you wanted to do one from folklore, you could do like Baba Yaga.
But that's not really literature.
It's... I mean, I'm sure it's prevalent in some Russian literature, but like I said, it's more just folktales. Is there any from Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Southeast Asian?
I don't know if they had witches the way we think of witches. I don't know. I've never seen a depiction of an ancient Japanese witch that really invokes the same kind of... Like, they had, like, their own demons and stuff, but I think that took precedence over witch
I'm thinking
people.
of something, but I don't know what it is. If you know what it is, put it in the comments.
Well, I still have to think of a name, so that name is going to be... Elizabeth Bennett. So we're gonna do...
Why not just like Maleficent? I mean, she wasn't a witch, but... Oh, there's the Nugget Bridge.
Yes.
And here's good old Misty's gym, where my fire type is going to get... It's gonna have a hard time.
Yep.
Let's get some potions. How many do I have?
Also, I'm going... Just a heads up that your rival starts on Nugget Bridge. Just in case you might have forgotten. Also, fun tidbit you learn from being a pro Pokemon player. Between these flowers is a rare candy.
Oh. That's why those are there. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, it's something you feel cool when you first learn, and then you're just like, oh yeah, I'm so good at this game. I know where the rare candy is hidden.
And how do you get the bike in this game?
You talk to a fan club person in another city and come back.
Right, yeah.
I guess I'm going to put Elizabeth away. And then we will end this episode.
There's just a route to the north where you can catch something. Yeah, I know, past Nugget Bridge.
Oh, careful!
I healed.
It's gonna happen next time.
Alright.
So, we'll just stop right here and we will come back for Darling's rival battle. My rival battle. New Pokemon. Maybe we see, what's his name? Oh gosh,
Wait.
No. I keep wanting to say Barry because your name Barry is now.
Yeah, but I know in some of them it's like Barry's PC, right? Smith. Will? No.
Will Smith? Yes,
Bill.
Next time
Bill.
we're gonna see Will Smith.
It's Bill. I don't know if it's Bill in this gen.
It is Bill. We might see Bill. We might see Will Smith. Who knows? We'll see you guys next time on Gale and Darling's Pokemon Nuzlocke Run. Yeah. Bye-bye.